fresh morning. As you can tell, I seem like really happy today. I'm gonna be totally honest, I feel amazing today. I had a really good meal last night. We had a Chinese, the most I've eaten in an awful long time because of my problems, my health problems. So let's just briefly talk onto that. I've been on my medication now for quite a few days and it's really improving, and I cannot thank God enough to how I feel today, because I'm going to be honest, I was going through a really rough time there. A lot of people were saying, oh Mazzy, yeah, you look really tired, you're looking really... It wasn't tiredness, I wasn't well, but yeah. But anyway, today is the first day I can generally put my hands up and say that I feel really super duper today. We've eaten a really good meal and then being on the medication as well. So fingers crossed, I'm actually on the up with that then. Sorry, I've got a bubble in my throat. Right, I've got a job today. So I'm going to be doing the splashbacks. Oh, now I did think Dan was going to be doing this, but right, there's a couple of issues. Well, it's not so much here. Just got to cut out the tiniest little notch there, which is just a pain because we don't know how. Well, Dan couldn't remove that. And this bit here, look. The only way to do this really would be to really take that off and have it all flush. But no, this now has to go over the top of this, which is going to look stupid. So I really do, unless if you stopped there and then started there, but then this is always going to get grotty and that's going to look stupid in the middle of your splashback. So it's all a little bit difficult. Personally for me, which I know Dan said no, I would be removing that centerpiece. But anyway, right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a fresh blade. These blades have been on here for an awful long time. So I do have all different kinds of blades in here. Let's just go with whatever that is. Does that fit? Well, they all fit. They're all for the knife. There we go. No, that's not right, is it? That's a weird blade. No, let me just get me blades. Oh, here we go. Right. So nice fresh blade is what I need. I do have a pair of scissors, but they look sticky from something or other, so that ain't going to be no good. Yeah, look how sticky they look. Right, they need tending to. Don't know, a bit of WD-40 or something. Right, nice sharp one of these, and these are the tiles. Don't get me wrong, it's not ideal. I would have preferred like a glass splashback, if I'm totally honest. But, you know, it just would have been a lot, because for one, it would have probably gone over this centerpiece a lot better. Well, I don't know about that actually, but it would have been a lot nicer of cleaning it down and stuff. Anyway, forget that. It is what it is, isn't it? So these were just cheap and cheerful. I think these were, well, got them a little bit cheaper because I bought them used, which just meant like the packaging was a little bit dodgy or something. See, I can tell on this one, right? This one's been peeled off. That one's been peeled off, and that second one hasn't. So let me just get this one out. So somebody obviously bought it and realised it's just not for them, sent it back or something. But there's nothing wrong with this. So you can do that with Amazon. Not all items, but always just check before you buy it. Go down and see whether they've got one used. And sometimes it'll tell you the condition, and don't buy. I wouldn't buy it if it's like, well, it's up to you. But only buy it if it's like nearly new condition, because then you know it's only like packaging or something. Alright, can't get this one out. There we go, look, so you can tell, look, this is what the tiles are going to look like. So you can tell somebody had actually just peeled that. So I might just leave that one for now. So I do have to try and join them up like this. I've worked it out, it's going to be a 2.5 tiles going down. They don't start straight, so I've got to cut straight down like that. Oh, this is going to be a little bit difficult. I need my ruler, my metal ruler. Let me go and get that first. Right, got my ruler, and I don't know if to just start in the bathroom. It might be easier. I don't know. I just know it's not that it's a hard job, but it's going to be a fiddly job. First of all, I need to establish what that's going to look like over that centerpiece, haven't I? So let's just grab one of these. Let's just see what that could look like. Oh, I see. So how come this has got a film on the top, whereas the others haven't? Oh, that's very strange. Right, let's just see how that would go over the top. Okay, you will have a little bump. It's not as bad as I thought. I don't know. We'll have to just see, won't we? I'll have to just go with it that I'm going over the top of that one. Right, I've been over there not helping Dan, keeping an eye on Dan. Not really. He's done actually a really good job. I'm really impressed. The door doesn't fit the frame though, so the bodge job isn't done. It's actually the frame and the door. The door's too small for the frame. But anyway, so a job has been done. Right, so this is my job. Now this isn't a tile here, so it's all like this basically. So I don't know whether to just cut this all the way straight up and start like that, which I'm probably best doing, isn't I? Isn't I? Where did that one come from? Right, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's just start with that. Now I don't know if this, you know, what looks like the grouting, if all that's waterproof. I mean, I'm guessing it should be, shouldn't it? Alright, here we go. Let's just go for it. Oh, I've messed that up. Totally messed that up. That's hard to cut. I wonder if it'll be right. I'm going to just practice with this one then. We'll just practice with this one. Would it be easier to go on the back side of it? Yeah, it'd probably be easier to go on the back side. Right. Right, now I know what I'm doing. Let's find a different one. Next. I've just scored the back of this. I'm not sure if this is going to come off. Come on. Don't say I've got to score it again. Which ain't never going to be in the same place, is it? I've not even got one of these on yet. This is going to be a job. There we go. Right, I'm getting somewhere. That cut, that's not cut. Not my favourite kind of work, this. Right, so those bits now. Oh, I don't know. Right, so that's got to be the start of that then. Oh, it's going to be hard. I've just managed to do it. I've gotten that off. So that, believe it or not, is actually going to be a lot easier to do this. Right, I don't mind carrying on now. Yes. Because that was actually throwing this whole project off. Right. Gotta admit now, I'm not a big expert at tiling or anything like that. Ah, oh, this is going to be hard. I'm still not even 100% sure what I'm going to think of this finish. Right, anyway. Let's go as far as that. See, now I've got to try and cut it all the way down there. That's the hard bit. Might sound easy, but it's not. I just don't want to mess this up. I'm only just going to give it a go. This might not work at all. Alright, I've done my first line. Has that even gone through? No. Let's go over this again. So I do have this cutting mat underneath it. So I did work out, if I do this correctly, I should be able to get 2 pieces out the one tile, because then the other bit that's left should move on, if you know what I'm saying. But I don't know if that's how it's really going to be going. Right, let's just score that one more time. Then I think I'm going to go and get a drink. It's been really quite stressful jobs today. Not stress, like, oh, stressful. Not like that kind of stress, but just like nail biting. Yeah, let's just put it that way, nail biting. Well, I don't think I should turn that over, should I? Just stick with the... I wonder if that will do it. Shouldn't be doing this, Mazzy. That's not the right way to do it. Yeah, I've got to admit, I've got to say, I probably ain't, well, I ain't an expert in stuff like this. Give me a door to hang any day. This is hard, honey. This isn't gonna... Oh, I've got that off it.
Still recording.
Yeah, I know.
A few comments to the video.
Right, so here we go. I'm gonna try and do the first one. This is quite thick stuff. It might not be cut exactly properly, but I don't know. I'm just testing it and I'm going for it. Right, so I want to go as definitely as far as like this kitchen sink, don't I? So I am actually having trunken coming all along here anyway, so it doesn't matter about the bottom of it, if I'm totally honest. And actually, I've only just thought of that. Yeah, that's true. Yay, there's my first piece.
The corner needs sticking down a bit better on this side.
Yeah, I know, I don't do it fully yet. So this isn't tile here or tile here.
Why?
Because it allows you then to do this brickwork business. If you see what I'm saying, you're supposed to connect them, which is really difficult. I think the easiest way would have been just keep cutting them down. But anyway, I don't know. Because now I've got to get that dead on right. I know what I mean. Because now I've got to get it dead on like that. Like that. And stick that there. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Well, I've done my second piece. We did finally just remove this in the end because it would have caused, don't get me wrong, there's still a tiny little bit of a bump because it would have caused too much problem there. So maybe just one more and a half might finish that. Now on here I came up short there, but I feel like I'm not too worried about the bottom. Now I know that it's definitely having the where is it? Oh, this stuff here going across it. You know, and if one day I remove this then I can just redo that anyway. It really doesn't matter. Nothing's forever, is it? Permanent. You can always change things. So I am finding now though, you have to, what's the way of saying this? Oh, maybe I am getting 2 out of 1 then. No, I'm not getting the second out. So I'm not getting, all that is wastage on 1 tile, unfortunately. Well, it's not really, actually. No, it's not. I don't know why I thought that. So no, I can actually get another one out of this tile. So that's brilliant. Right, here we go. I'm going to definitely see if I can bring it a bit more down closer this time. See, this is the way I'm having to do this. I don't know if you can see, because I can't do everything at once. Do you know the best thing to do might be to do? I'm going to try this one. Just stick it on there and then try and cut the bottom bit off. Let's see if that will be easier. I'm not sure if it will be, if I'm totally honest. But we'll have a look. No, because I will be then cutting through the board at the back. I don't want to be doing that. Right, so no, I've got to do this properly. Right, where's my ruler? So get that right in there. As long as that's done, fine. Right, where's my knife? So I'm basically just cutting this once, which is just scoring it really, because it doesn't go underneath, it doesn't go all the way through, which means then it's not making damage on the other side. So then I bring over to my cutting board. There we have it, right. So now on the next one, I'm just going to need half of this. I'll be glad when this one's done. I'm glad I did the difficult one first, because the easier one will be in the bathroom. I say that, I mean it's still going to be difficult, because you've got to join them up like bricks. I just keep scoring. I don't know if you can see all of this. See, I think I've ruined the bottom of that one now, where my knife just went a little bit wailing off. But again, what I'm thinking, it doesn't matter, because I've got truncheon coming onto that bit. And yes, I had somebody correct me in the comments. I know what it's called, but I can call it what I want. I can call it a sandwich if I wanted to, can't I? What does it matter? I got a loose little bit of, oh no. There we go. No, that's not right. It's not right. I've got to cut this bit out. Oh no, I've got to cut this bit out. So I've got to put this back on there. Otherwise that's going to stick everywhere. So I've got to cut this bit of rubbish paper out. Oh. So yeah, you can't really do this. See, if I just used another tile, I don't have to be cutting the odd squares out. I know what I mean. I do just hope that all of this is actually going to be waterproof. I mean, I did buy it as splashback. Right, here we go. So this should fit now, shouldn't it? Is that right? That is right. Ah! I do have to make sure the top of it is all neat, mind. So once again, I didn't get it quite to the bottom, did I? I don't like the join on this one, if I'm totally honest. It doesn't blend in as well, does it? Well, I think that's because, no, I'm not going to use that. It's because I'm sticking paper onto paper, like that's going on top of paper, and that shouldn't be right. No, I'm not using that one. Ah, this isn't easy. I can't use that one. Can I use that one? No, I ruined that one, didn't I? Right, fresh one. So yeah, although I don't know how many of these I got, if I'm totally honest. Now, is that a mark on there? Is that a forever mark, or is that going to wash off? Okay, right, it washed off. I was gonna say I'll swap that. Right. I don't know why that one didn't fit very well, actually. Right, anyway, let's just get this cut. Oh. Right, I'm going in for the last piece. Don't get me wrong, I'm not entirely comfortable with the bottom of that, but that's not just even my work. It's actually a really good job. I have got some of this to go across, because you just would never have gotten that looking amazing, if I'm totally honest. But so far, I'm actually really quite impressed. You like it, don't you? Oh, say hello to my lot. Come on, be nice. So what are you getting? Yep, anyway, so I'm on the last piece. So let's just, fingers crossed this goes really well. We'll see. I just hope I've measured this up right. I haven't. I've gone way too big. Gone way too big. I don't know why I went so big. See, what I mean by big is I only want to go as far as the sink here, and I've cut it to about there. So I need to cut that right down. So it's this one. I knew it was at one of the joins, so it's going to be this one. Let me just cut that quick. Right, I can't tidy entirely properly because I'm obviously now going to be doing the bathroom. But like I just said to Dan, now this is a weird one, right? So on both sides, I've gone as far as the sink. But it sticks out more there than it does there. So it looks odd. Should I just go a little bit more to make it look even? But then it won't be in line with the sink. And then that'll be another half a tile, which would also look odd as well. So do I just leave it like that? Anyway, that's our splashback. So I put this down. I never know how to work these blinds. Never. How do you work? Oh, okay. That's a lot nicer, isn't it? So what I will do though, actually I don't mind that. That's quite nice, if I'm totally honest. Look, you'd never have gotten it totally nice. I don't really want to be peeling all that off. I'm now going to put me I'm going to put me truncheon along there. So yeah, this is going to be in a couple of bits because it's longer than I think I need 1.5 of these. These come in 1 metre length. So, oops, that's stuck on me.
Do you not need your sharp knife at the moment?
Only for a split second. This one.
Oh, Anna.
What is it for?
Cut through that plastic.
You won't be able to cut through on this one. that it isn't the right tip.
I'll try one of these.
Yeah, they're old blades. Yeah, this might be a good one for you. Look, see this? It's a square one. It's a bit like what you'll probably need. Do you know what I mean? You can go like that. It's a bit like a chisel.
Well, I'm getting some chisels.
Well, right, let's just... I don't want to wet that. I did just wipe the windowsill briefly. I don't want to wet that. Obviously, we're sticking this stuff down now. So let's see how nice I can get this. Quite impressed with it though. It's quite nice. So what I need to do, let me turn you around now. It's a whole new job, isn't it? Right, so that will be plugged into there permanently. So I need to get this wire into that and go across. You see what I mean? Go across, and then another tiny bit going across there. Right, so now you get what I'm doing. So luckily I don't need to cut this one. Let's just open that up. These are a pain to open. I usually just use my scissors and turn it like that. See that? Luckily I know this fits this wire because I had tested it with an old piece I had left. Right, just have to bear with me for a minute. And then this all just clips like that, you see. Make a much neater job. Assuming you can see me, see what's going on. Right, and then obviously now I can just move that across or whatever to where I feel that needs to definitely be. So let's go a little bit more. I'm going to start with it about there, I think, and then come across like that. So it's just a tiny bit. Now you can put a bit of truncheon there, but I don't see the need in that really. Right, let's peel that off the back of that. Just definitely make sure that's no bits. Oops, didn't stick that bit down properly, did I? Oh, I hope that's not all going to be like that. This could cause a lot of trouble again, couldn't it? Right, let's peel this off and get this stuck. And then I need to cut the second bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in line, which I have done with the others. I'm going to go in line with this. I think that'll be fine. Just roughly, by eye. Eye. And there we have it, look. Just need to push it up against it a little bit better. And then obviously this is waterproof as well. Could have got a different shape, bit of truncheon for this bin. Conduit, whatever you want to call it. Right, I just need a tiny bit to go here, maybe half a metre. Maybe just to this one here, look. To that as well. That would be good. Right, where's my second one? So I need to mark that out. Where's my little pen? I think Dan's got it. So let's just measure that. Thank you, darling. To there, to there. So it just all looks neat then, doesn't it, if I keep it in line with that. Right, let's go and cut this one. Right, last time I had a ladder to, oh, I can do it on that, I suppose. No, last time I had a ladder to cut this with on, sorry. I'm just going to cut it over the sink. Cover the hole up the sink plug so nothing goes down it. don't think this is gonna... It's a stupid way I'm cutting. There we go. I'm sure it was the left piece, wasn't it? That's meant to be going there. Yeah, definitely the left piece. So that's leftover. I can use that elsewhere. Brilliant job. Let's peel all this off. Get this opened. Now the join here between the two trunk, whatever, you might be able to see that now, so that's going to be a bit of a bummer. But never mind. There we go. Just put that in. I do have to adjust the trunking on the other end there because it's a bit on the squiff, I'm going to say. Right, there we go. So let's peel this off. I have to pull that down and get that looking as neat as I can together. There we go, just make sure that's right snug. There we have it. So that is a little bit there, but when Dan he's going to get a little bit of mastic at one point to fill the holes in there. You can just swipe a little bit on there, look, and you won't even see that. There we have it. So that's a permanent extension lead there now. Oh yeah, I did come out last night and just to check these little lights. This little light lit up because that one was switched on, but this one gets switched off every night because that's where these are all plugged in. So yeah, that was actually quite a nice light. So there we have it, they're all done. Just got to move on now to the bathroom. I mean, just give it a good old press all the way along on all the tiles, everything, and then I know it's all done. Still a little bit weird there though for some reason. Oh yeah, I just wanted to fix this bit here. There we go. I just brought that down a bit more to the worktop. I could see like a little gap. Brilliant. So yeah, like I said, I'll just put a little bit of mastic or something there when Dan gets some of that. That's a neat, nice little job. Don't get me wrong, it's not... You know, it is what it is. It could be better without all that, couldn't it? Right, I'm going to move on to the bathroom now. Let me just show you what needs doing in here. Oh, so I'm only going to go as far as like up to here. Every house I've had, it always just goes, probably even sometimes just one tile. Dan thought for a minute that it was going to go, I suppose you could have it going all the way up to the top, but I really don't want it going to the top. It'll be looking really odd, and not only that, but if they don't stick very well, which I have just established, then you've got more chance of it unpeeling and being a right mess, haven't you? Right, let's just crack on with this then. Let's get a full tile. It could take a full tile. So I'm going to see if it takes a full tile, but even still, you've still got to cut up here because that hasn't got a tile, no, that's your overlap bit. So really we're only working with from there to there. Right, let's bring it in. Might be the right height. I mean, I could make it the right height. No, it's too high. Way too high. It doesn't need to be that high. Now on this I am only going the width of the sink as well. Just want to keep this to the bare minimum. I think I'm going to go 3 bricks up. 3 bricks up. Maybe 4, I don't know. I think 3. Shall I ask Dan? Do you just trust me on this one, honey?
Yeah.
It's just I'm wondering, do you want to just have a quick look? I'm thinking 3 bricks up.
Yeah.
Right, quick word with Dan off camera. I think we're both going to agree 4. Now, if it ain't right, you can always cut it to 3 bricks high, can't I? That's the thing. That's the beauty with doing things. You can always change it. Right. So I've got to start. So I'm going to leave that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm only going to be coming up to there anyway. Is that straight? So let's just go down here. Yeah, if it's not right, you can always change things. It just doesn't matter. There might come a period where a time in the future where I might like Dan to actually take the effort out and put some proper tiles in there. So that might become a thing. Which I'd like, if I'm totally honest. If I've got to have tiles, then I may as well have some nice proper ones, mightn't you, rather than just stickers. But this is alright for now. It's a makeshift make do. Right, there we go. So we're only going 4 high, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. So come across. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this should only be 2 tiles. Should only have to mess with 1.5 technically, but you know what I'm saying. Well, that needs a bit neatening up there, doesn't it? Just neaten that up. Right, let's bring this in. That'll be my first one. That's just the backing paper. Right, it's the only place to place you lot, so I'm going to place you there. Let's see how this goes. Well, that's not cut properly there, is it? Let me just go and cut this tiny bit off. Right, here we go. I have dried, made sure all of this is totally dry. So it doesn't matter getting the bottom to the sink perfect.
Come on.
There we go, that's one. That's one in place. Needs pushing on there properly, but that's one. I think 4 was the better choice actually. It gives you enough room, doesn't it, for splashes. Right, just one more. Right, this is the last one. I've just gone in and kind of measured. It's a good job that I've got this mat for this. Tell you what, this material though is actually quite difficult of cutting through. It's like a chunky. Oh, I can't show you. It's like it's like just a chunky, really big fat of plastic. It's quite difficult to cut through that. You have to keep scoring it. Right, let's see if that's done the job. Nearly. I'll be glad when this job's done. I've got to admit, I haven't really totally enjoyed the job. It's probably also because I'm not 100% happy with the final finish. But it is just like a make do, isn't it? It is just like it is what it is kind of thing. So it's just a matter of getting on with it. Right. don't know what else I've got planned today. Here we go. Right, that's it. Let's cut across here, and then I go and get this stuck down and I can tidy up. So I will keep the spare bits of this because you just never know if something peels off, something gets a bit grotty. You just never know, do you? So gonna keep all that. Why is that dirty? See, now that's gotten dirty down there. Is that off my ruler? Right, last piece is going in. I had a bit of a trouble there, didn't I? I kept finding the top bit there was a tiny bit left, that it was a little bit higher than the rest of it. I'm still unsure about the stickiness of all this, but maybe it might strengthen in time the longer it's been on there, but we'll see. Right, let's go with the, oh, that's not right. Come up a little bit long. Could have sworn I had that correct. It's come up a little bit long there, look. And bear in mind, I haven't pushed it to the wall as such, and it could have come down a little bit there, couldn't it? Oh, right, that needs trimming off. I need to mark that though. I am getting fed up with this. It's not been my favourite job, if I'm totally honest. Alright, let's go about there. It's even hard to mark this. Right, now I've got to peel this off, go and find the backing on it and stick that back on. Come on, this has got to be it. It's got to work. Come on. Now it looks like it's come up a bit short. Right, there we go. Not my favourite job. Can definitely sort of see the join on this one. I don't really know why. Right, where's my soap thingy gone? Just put my soap thing back. Anyway, it's for a practical use, isn't it? That'll be fine for now. I'm just going to go and get a little cloth and see if I can wash that. Looks a bit grotty there. And I'm going to push it all on properly. Yeah, there we go. So it is a little bit better than what it was, isn't it? And so anyway, I can tidy it up. Right, I think this one has been an awful long one, a bit of a boring one if I'm honest, isn't it? Tiling. Last time I had anything to do with tiles, I were removing them from the motorhome, and that done me in. That was God knows how long I was at that. So that's me done for today. I hope you've enjoyed that one. More antics tomorrow from the Travel Lodge. See you tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.